it's Shannon from Creative Chaos in Tennessee, and today we are back with another Scraps to Embellishment video for the swap taking place over on Ginger's Corner. So this week's theme is birthday wishes, so anything to do with a birthday. And I was so undecided, so I asked over on the group, should I do a birthday gnome or a birthday girl? And the girls won hands down. And I haven't done one of these in a long time, so it was a little bit of trial and error, as Ginger likes to say, to figure it out. So I ended up doing this one, of course, with the balloons, and I don't have the pieces in here; they're still laying out over there at the machine. But isn't she adorable? So she has a few flaws, but nothing we can't get through. So you can see these are the ones that I've already created. I love this so much. Look how adorable. And then I had this word celebrate that I had another die for, and I thought, you know what, I'll just cut that out too, and it goes right along. It could be used on a card or on a layout. But isn't she sweet? And of course I had to make some with red hair. Okay, so first off, I want to say thank you to MK Gun. Y'all know that my die cut machine broke, and so I was not able to play with my dies for quite some time. And MK reached out to me and was like, I have an extra cutter. If you want to pay shipping, I will send it to you and give it a good home. And so I did. And y'all, it is an older Teresa Collins e-bosser, but it's an electric die cut machine. Like, it's amazing. Like, you know, I'm not having to wear my shoulder out, because y'all know I've had shoulder surgery, but I absolutely love it, and I am so thankful that she blessed me with that machine. So thank you, MK. I am praying that the blessings come back to you a millionfold. And so let's just get to putting this together. Sign-ups do start tomorrow if you're interested in signing up for this swap over on Ginger's Corner. And I have gnats everywhere, so I apologize if you see them flying around. It was 100 degrees today. Like, I am over summer. It's time for fall. And it's so humid. So, normally y'all know that I ink everything, but I decided to go a different route this time, and I thought I would use my Tri-Blend markers to see if I could shade it in sufficiently to my liking. Because y'all know I'm a little bit picky when it comes to embellishing things. So, I think I'm happy with this and how I did it. So now I have done a little bit of the prep work already on this. I did put the face onto the hair, but before that I did color in behind there the little circles black so that they would have black eyes. And then I cut these out, the balloon set. I cut each one for each one, and then I cut another set of them to be able to cut apart and piece them together so you could have different colored balloons for the girl. So I did notice, which I could have reversed it, I just now thought about that. Maybe I will on that one just to see, but her arms are backwards. This is the way they go on in the picture, but when you cut them, I had to put the upside down side so it looks a little different, because it's reversed. Like, this arm technically goes on this side and this one goes on this side, so maybe I'll reverse it for the other ones. I actually didn't even think about that. So anyways, let's just put it together. This is a Temu die, and You can also get them on Amazon and all that, but I found that regardless, whenever you buy these, there is issues usually across the board with these girls. They all have some sort of issue regardless. Whether it be like a backwards piece, or it doesn't cut correctly, or it cuts too much and will like chop completely through the hair. Multiple things. So you just kind of have to play around. Some of them cut better than others. So I don't know. But here's this dress, and I don't know how well you can see it, but it cut through on a couple of the pieces, like, and it tends to try to fall out whenever you mess with it. So I did fix a little boo-boo, and I will show you. So on this one, since this was a pattern one, I just decided to use a very light gray blend on here, and I just hit the highlights of it. Actually, I used the darkest one because it doesn't show up very good. And you can kind of see all the indentions, and that's pretty much what I did. I just went through and highlighted all the little indentions just to give it a little bit of color and all that. Trying to think of what else I already did before I got on here, because I had planned on making some more, but I mean, I still have to, but I wanted to get this video up and not have to take time to make, you know, 2 dozen of them before I made the video, and then it would be late going up. And I've been trying to get better, but life, y'all, life. I can't seem to get ahead. Okay, so all I did was highlight the little indentions on there, and then this is just a piece of scrap paper I just used to color on so it wouldn't be on my thing. I just tore a little piece off and I flipped it over, and I added some glue, and then I just put this right over it. So then you have a piece that's filled in, and these pieces won't fall out. And then it just looks like it's part of the dress. Okay, so next, oh yeah, I did already, like I said, glue the face of this, but I also did fill in the eyes, and I chalked the cheeks with my decorating chalk like normal. And then I took my markers and already colored around the balloons and highlighted that a little bit. So then next, what we need to do is color up the legs. Now, you could cut these out multiple times and take and in different colors, like, because the top part is your leg, so it's skin colored, and then you have your stockings, and then you have your shoes. So if you wanted to cut it out in 3 different colors, you could totally do that, but I am very lazy and I'm not doing that much. Especially when these are these pieces are more delicate, and they like to fall apart because of how it cuts. So I'm just going to color in the skin color, the same color as her face. And then I'm going to take, let's see, I did pink on the other one that was like this. I kind of want to do green. Let's see, I do have a green. Okay, let's just do green for the stockings. So I'm just going to color every other one. Okay. And then I am going to do my shoes. So I think I'm going to do the shoes in the really light gray that I already used on the dress, just so it kind of make it help match. Okay, and then I'm just going to go in with a little bit darker and do a few of these little highlighted areas. And then I'm going to go in with the dark one and do the other little parts. So around the edges of the shoe and right here in the center. And then I'm going to take my one that's even darker gray, and I am just going to draw in like what would be some shoelaces. So just put some little X's there so that it looks like she's tied her shoes. Okay, so then we have our legs. Alright, so then, try to make sure I still have y'all in frame. Actually, let's see if I can zoom y'all in just a little bit. Okay. Maybe that'll be a little bit better. Okay. So, I have the legs, and I'm just going to tilt them a little bit. And I like to make one just a tiny bit higher than the other, just so that it looks more, I don't know, I guess natural. And then you're just going to add a little bit of glue right here on the legs. Attach the dress. You can pull this one down a little. Okay. And then we have her head. And her hair goes over the top. So I like to just tuck her neck down behind there to push it up. And then I can kind of see where it's going to go. And I can add some glue to her hair to hold it, because it gets kind of rough. You don't really have a base to build on, so you just have to kind of go a little bit at a time and put it together and figure out what you're going to glue things to. Okay, so I think I'm going to switch her arms and try to, now that I was thinking about that. And her balloons will just be on the other side, which will be fine. There's that arm, and then this arm. Make sure I'm in frame because I forgot I zoomed in. Y'all will be like, girl, I can't even see what you're doing. Let's see, she needs to bring her arm in more. Okay, and then there's that arm. We have her little bow. I'm gonna put this, oh, let's put it on this side since her balloons are gonna be opposite. And then I just took and put a little dot of glue, and I added just a little round bling that's low profile. You could add a diamond dot. You don't have to add anything. I just, y'all know I like to add the little extra stuff. Okay, so then we're just going to add our balloons in. Oops, I got a little too much glue on the front. Okay, so we're just going to add it right there on the bottom. And put it in her hand. And I made a mess. And while it's wet like that, I like to get it all off and not leave the glue residue where it's still shiny, because it'll still show up when it dries if you don't get it off. Okay, so then we have our little girl. Look how sweet and cute. Okay, so then pretty much what I did was, y'all know, I took my little white gel pen and I went in and I just highlighted the balloons. kind of where I already had with the marker earlier. And then I did her bow. And then I put one little bitty tiny dot in her eye just to make it look like a light reflection. And then y'all know that I had to do freckles. Okay, and then the last thing is I gave them eyelashes. This one I cannot use this pen for that I love so much because it's just not small enough. So I do have this fine line of 0.2, and it's almost out and doesn't want to halfway work, but it works really good because it's so thin that you can draw in those little bitty tiny eyelashes without it looking way crazy. Because that's, I found in personal experience, that was my issue with being able to do eyelashes, was I was trying to use a pen that was way too thick for it. So then it just looked like a caked on mess. Okay, so then I have the little celebrate that goes with her. So, all you have to do is leave a comment on this video if you want to be entered to win one of these little girls. And I will not be doing this drawing until, for the little girl, even though technically this is an August swap, today is the last day of the month, and I'm going to be announcing all my winners, and I'm just going to let y'all have the whole month to actually comment on it. So, this winner for this one will be drawn the last day of September. So, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much, MK. You were such a blessing to me, and I will try to do you proud and put it to good use, and get back to creating with my dies. I'm so excited. So, thank you guys for hanging out with me, and until next time, bye, y'all.